Alright, kiddo. Would you like to tell me why I'm here? My instincts are firing like an alarm, telling me that you are up to something monumentally stupid and dangerous. So why don't we just... What is that? No. I will ask the questions, kiddo. What am I looking at? A summoning circle. Yeah, a demon summoning circle. Would you like to explain to me what on earth you are doing? No, it's not a rhetorical question. What are you doing? Because I have to check if you have completely lost your mind, or whether there is some kind of method to this madness. Look me in the eyes and tell me you've not gotten yourself possessed. Good. All right, sit. We need to have a talk. Do you have ice? I said, do you have ice? Ugh, I'll just do it myself. Christ, kid, you're gonna give me an aneurysm. This is what you and the other half-wits I've been assigned to have driven me to. Drinking to cope. How angelic of me. Now, here's what's going to happen. You are going to talk me through why you try to commune with hell itself, and then we are going to have a long talk about why you will never, ever do that again. Money. Of course it's money. It's always money with you people. And what? Did you think they were just going to pop in, give you a loan, and then that would be it? Perhaps a generous donation? I mean, you do know what a demon is, right? They're not just going to help you out of the goodness of their heart. Mostly because they don't possess either. Yes, well, I can't just answer whatever requests you casually lob at me as a quick fix. You know that every time you've prayed for some frivolous thing, it's been redirected to me, right? Straight to my line. Months of constant ringing. No, we don't do financials. Not since that Martin Luther business. It got a little messy, and it was decided it was best if we kept out of that domain. Yes, that includes gambling. And I can't miracle you up some winning lottery ticket if that's what you're about to ask. Believe me, I have heard all the ideas for loopholes. It's not happening. Listen, you're lucky I showed up before you finished it. If you'd successfully summoned a demon, they'd have taken your soul as payment, and you do not want that. It would make life like... I'm trying to think of a comparison. Have you ever had flat Coke? Just stick with me here. Like, you left it out without the lid on for too long and it went flat. The essence of what it's supposed to be is still there, but a crucial part of the experience is missing. That's what the rest of your life would be like. And in exchange, you'd get some malicious twisting of your wishes. Wealth you can't spend, or even in a way that brings harm to you. It's a lose-lose for you, kid. Not to mention it reflects badly on me. Listen, like I said, you guys are my responsibility. If something happens to you under my watch, then it goes back to me for not stepping in and preventing it. Especially having one of my charges corrupted by a demon. So I am going to be keeping you on a tight leash for a while. Listen, I'd love to say that I trust you to make your own decisions, but we both know that isn't a good idea. At the very least, until you've gotten better critical thinking skills. No, you can't have some of my whiskey. because you don't deserve it right now. Well, if you're better behaved, maybe you can try some next time. Or, send a gift my way every once in a while. Then I may be more inclined. Yeah, it's always nice to get something back from your kids. Yeah, I said my kids. I watch over you and keep you out of shit creek. What is that if not a parent? What's with that look? Yeah, I can swear. I mean, we're not supposed to. It's not seen as proper. But I am way past caring about proper right now. Speaking of... What? Yeah, I smoke. I gotta cope somehow. Yeah, you're right. The smoke alarm. Wanna take this out to the balcony? Yeah, the fresh air would probably do you some good. And I don't want to be around that scuffed summoning circle you've made anymore. It reeks. Yeah, scuffed. It wouldn't have worked anyway. Well, okay, look. That's not a circle. It's an oval at best. And that sigil is the wrong way round. And you've used white candles. No. It's white candles for angels. Red or black for demons. Not that I should be telling you that. Nothing would have come through, but you would have had some very confused angels. Not to mention, I'd probably get reprimanded for the attempt. Good thing I was checking in on you before you got me in trouble. Nah, the people upstairs don't know. Lucky for both of us, I caught it just in time. Anyway, balcony? Good thing I don't have lungs. I'm technically not even supposed to eat with this body. Nah. Not supposed to be drinking either. But it helps me get my job done. So if the archangels have a problem with it, they can find a replacement willing to take on my workload sober. They'll struggle with that. Nah. Honestly, I'm one of the good ones. Unlike most of my co-workers, they actually give enough of a damn to show up. Most of the others have already given up on humanity as a lost cause. No, I don't hate you. You just frustrate me, kiddo. You have a lot of potential in you. You just aren't letting yourself fulfill it. You could do some genuinely great stuff out there, but you need to stop looking for divine shortcuts. Well, you could start by getting that sleep schedule of yours fixed. And it might be worth getting your room cleaned up. Even without the demonic sigils, it's not exactly tidy. Oh, and try to take good care of your body. You only get one. Don't, smoke or drink excessively, or whatever. Maybe exercise once in a while. That sounds like a good start. Listen, when you're the guardian angel, you can be the hypocrite. But for now, do as I say, not as I do. Got it? You gotta take care of yourself. Be your own best friend. I believe in you. Yeah, well, maybe I am supposed to say that, but I'm here nonetheless, aren't I? Listen, I have to watch over some real messes besides you. You're doing fine in comparison. You just make some stupid decisions. But you've got a good heart in there. It's just the brain that's the problem area. I'm kidding. Your brain's fine. You're just in a slump right now. The others? Well, there's 10 of you overall. 3 of you are in prison, and 1 of them should be. I had a new one dumped on me a few months back. Yeah, a little baby. One of my co-workers fell from frustration, and their charges got distributed amongst the rest of us. Fortunately, I'm not actually having to babysit the kid, so they're actually easier to deal with than the rest of you. When they're younger, the most mischief they get into is more taking an extra bit of candy or drawing on the walls, rather than, trying to summon a demon in their bedroom, or deciding to try and ritually sacrifice someone in exchange for immortality. No, that's a real one. They are surprisingly not in prison. Yeah, it turns out the barrel thing from Breaking Bad actually works. Yeah, watch the show. I have to have some downtime. Do you really think I'd be able to do this all the time? But yeah, definitely been throwing some oddballs. It's like herding cats. So, if you could tone down the shenanigans, that would honestly be great. I'd appreciate the extra room to breathe. Or at least try not to also end up in prison. I don't want to have to work overtime preventing you from getting shivved. Oh yeah, like I said, I do actually work to keep you safe. Subtle influence here and there. More preventative than anything else. Nudging events to keep you unharmed. It's thankless work. You only notice when something slips through, or is used to teach you a life lesson. If I do my job right, it's like I did nothing at all. You remember all those near misses? Those times a door slammed shut just after you moved your hand away? Yep, that's all me. At the very least, you don't make things boring, is all I'll say. My wings? Yeah, I mean, I have them. I just don't have them out. What, do you want half your room filled with feathers? They're pretty big. I just have them folded in me. Listen, I'm an angel. Obeying biological restrictions is an aesthetic choice at best. I can take some creative liberties. But if you insist. Satisfied? Yeah, they're a nice smoky color. Normally, they're supposed to be an ethereal glowing white, but I have been too busy to take proper care of them. I don't hate it, though. It's more subtle. What? You're, staring at them. Fine. You can touch them. Just wipe your hands down or something. I don't want you getting my feathers all sticky. Hey, do you think you could get that loose feather? It's gonna drive me crazy otherwise. Thanks. You can keep that if you want. You know how to make a feather quill, right? Then learn. There'll be YouTube tutorials about it or something. It's not hard. Anyway, here's my address. If you want to send me something, some nice cigarettes or a drink or something, write the address with this, and it'll get posted to me. Well, you never know. I appreciate gifts. It might motivate me to come check in on you sometime. Besides, to protect you from yourself like a child running around with a knife. Good. Now, are you going to erase that summoning circle? Good. And if you don't, I'll be back with a vengeance. Yeah. You know that phrase, be not afraid, Well, be very afraid of me if you mess around with demons again, okay? Because if gentle parenting doesn't work, I'll have to try a different approach. Well, I have to make sure the lesson sinks in properly, don't I? Wouldn't want to be irresponsible in my duties. So, make sure you stay away from any further demonic ventures from now on, okay? That way, I get to keep being nice. Good. I'm glad we've had this talk. I should probably be heading off now. One of the others is about to commit arson, and the wind needs to keep inconveniently blowing out his matches. I'm trusting you to clean up that ritual, okay, kiddo? Good. See you around. I'll be watching.